It began with a forgotten petri dish. A simple mistake, something every scientist fears, and yet, this one changed the world. They called him careless. They called him lucky. But history would call him something else. The man who discovered penicillin. This is the story of Alexander Fleming, the man whose accident saved hundreds of millions of lives. Scotland, 1881. Born to a poor farming family, young Alexander grew up surrounded by mud, sheep, and silence. He wasn't top of his class. He wasn't even noticed. But he was curious, quiet, watching. While others chased glory, he studied nature, patient and relentless. That quiet persistence would one day change medicine forever. World War I. Fleming worked as a battlefield doctor. Every day, soldiers came in bleeding and left dying. Not from bullets, from infections. There were no antibiotics, no defense. Even the smallest cut could kill. Fleming saw men rot alive, and he swore, there must be a better way. He returned from war with a mission, to find something, anything, that could kill bacteria without killing people. 1928, London. Fleming's lab was cluttered with petri dishes, some growing colonies of bacteria. One day, he went on vacation and forgot to clean one. When he came back, he noticed something strange. On one plate, mold had blown in from the window. Around that mold, the bacteria were dead, gone. Where the mold touched, life stopped. Fleming leaned closer. The mold was called Penicillium notatum. He whispered to himself, this could save lives. But no one believed him. His experiments were rough. His results too good to be true. They called it an accident, a fluke. They laughed. For years, his discovery sat on a shelf, ignored. Fleming kept working, quietly, stubbornly. But he couldn't produce enough penicillin to prove it worked. He feared the world would forget. Then came World War II. Desperate for a weapon against infection, scientists rediscovered Fleming's mold. They mass-produced it, tested it, and watched it perform miracles. Dying soldiers lived. Amputations were avoided. Wounds healed. The death rate from infections plummeted. And suddenly, the world remembered Alexander Fleming. He won the Nobel Prize. He saved millions. But he never called himself a hero. Fleming simply said, when I woke up after dawn on September 28, 1928, I certainly didn't plan to revolutionize all medicine. And yet, he did. Sometimes history's greatest breakthroughs aren't loud. They aren't planned. They're born in silence, from a forgotten dish, and a mind curious enough to ask, what if this matters? Alexander Fleming didn't just find a medicine. He found hope and gave it to the world. If you believe these stories deserve to be remembered, then help me share them. Hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel.